Incident report 173 Omega, 4:12 a.m. Backup power failed. In 0.2 seconds of total darkness, 4 security personnel suffered simultaneous neck fractures. No footsteps, no resistance. Only a dry crack that shattered the silence. Today, we reopen the file on the Foundation's first recorded entity, SCP-173. Item number, SCP-173. Object class, Euclid. Alias, the sculpture. It is not a work of art, but a quantum killing machine. Why does a block of concrete and rebar move faster than human reflex? Science calls it a paradox. The Foundation calls it a containment priority. In 1993, the Foundation recovered it from an abandoned basement. The MTF found a scene resembling a macabre gallery, corpses with crushed cervical vertebrae. Every recording attempt failed, because every time the frame blinked, it moved one step closer. A structural collapse cover story was used to bury the truth. Its morphology is an insult to aesthetics: concrete, rebar, and Krylon spray paint. It stands 2 meters tall and weighs several tons, yet possesses an illogical agility. It has no internal organs, no biological life as we define it. Yet it exists, and it is always watching us from behind its peeling paint. Its core mechanism is quantum locking. When under direct observation, 173 is an inanimate object. But the very instant sight is interrupted, even for a blink lasting 1/10 of a second. It breaks free from physical constraints and moves at speeds exceeding the known limits of reality. Inside the cell, it continuously excretes a mixture of blood and feces. The origin of these substances remains unknown, as it doesn't consume food. This waste is highly corrosive, forcing the Foundation to perform rigorous bi-weekly cleaning to prevent structural erosion of the containment unit. The cleaning protocol is a game with death, a minimum of 3 D-class personnel. 2 must maintain eye contact with the sculpture, announcing before they blink. 1 performs the cleaning. A single communication error. 1 unsynchronized blink results in a swift and brutal execution. The audio captured from the cell is always the sound of concrete scraping against stone. It is restless. It never stays still. When unobserved, it moves frantically, scratching and seeking release. It doesn't kill for sustenance. It kills by an instinct, programmed deep within its reinforced skeleton. X-ray scans reveal that the internal rebar seems to be restructuring itself to mimic a nervous system. Something is alive inside that concrete. Redacted experiment logs suggest that 173 can sense fear through the fluctuations in a victim's heart rate. Archaeological research suggests that 173 is not unique. Similar statues appeared in forgotten civilizations, referred to as the gods of silence. They were worshipped to keep them still. Humanity is long known. Some things are only safe as long as we never look away. Containment breach at Site 19. Lighting systems fully disabled. This is when the nightmare truly begins. 173 doesn't run. It transposes through the cracks of time and space. At maximum velocity and total darkness, it moves faster than the speed of sound. Do not blink. Small arms fire is useless. It does not infect. It does not curse. It simply snaps every organic obstacle in its path. In the dark, you don't hear it coming. You only hear the sound of your own cervical vertebrae being pulverized. Its attack method is crude but absolute. It targets the base of the skull, the most vulnerable part of a human. Its snapping force is strong enough to shear through reinforced steel. It has no compassion. It only performs its sole existential function: termination. It took 14 lives to bring it back into the cell. The MTF had to use anti-blink night vision gear and high-intensity lighting systems to lock it down. A costly victory. A reminder that we walk a thin line between life and a meaningless end. SCP-173 remains there, in the darkness of Site 19. It does not tire. It does not fear. It only waits for the moment your eyes grow weary, for the second you look away. Remember, sometimes the only thing between you and death is a single blink. Snap sound. End of file 173.